Every recruiter you compete with is selling, pitching, chasing, discounting their fee to win the work. The best ones are not doing any of that. They are not selling at all. Let me show you why. Selling is the thing you do when nobody knows who you are. You chase, you pitch, you discount just to stay in the room. Most firms live there their whole career, but the firm that is already known does not do any of that. They call you, they want you, they pay up front, same work, opposite position. Selling is the tax you pay for being invisible, and most firms pay it every single day. There is a name for the firm that does not have to sell. It is called a market of one. Not the best option in the room, the only option. Picture every firm on one chart. Most of them sit together fighting over the same work at the same low fee. Some go narrow but stay cheap. Some charge well but nobody has heard of them. The market of one sits alone, known in the niche and premium on every mandate with no real competitor anywhere near it. This is where the big money is going to be made in the next year or two. I called it with marketing and search 15 years ago. I am calling this as the next big opportunity for the seasoned pro recruiter. You do not get to that corner by being good at everything. You get there by being the undisputed name in one thing. So narrow it down until you are the only answer. A generalist competes with thousands. Narrow to one sector and it is hundreds. Narrow to one function inside that sector and it is dozens. Narrow to a specific seat in a specific market and it is a handful. Keep narrowing and the number reaches one. The tighter you go, the less you compete, and that is the whole point. And yes, you have multiples of these at different levels. It is not about you. It is about how the client perceives who they are, and do you know that difference? Are you thinking that is too small an audience? Good, because being everywhere to everyone is finished. You only need to be known to the people who can actually hire you. Do not focus on going viral. 1 million strangers is worth nothing to you. You do not need 1 million. You need 5, 50, 100, maybe 1,000. Think about who is the 5, the 1,000 people in your exact niche who control the budgets. Be the obvious name to them and you will never have to sell again. Reach is vanity. Being known is revenue. Being the market of one is where the profit really compounds. Here's what a board actually wants from a hiring partner. Not a pile of CVs, not 5 options. They want certainty. You think they want speed. You think they want lots of options, a low fee, more CVs to look through, to given dozens of names, to be given a ton of good candidates. They do not want any of that. What a board actually wants is certainty. They want the one right hire, not a stack of maybes. They want the person who already holds the map of that market, who knew the players before the brief even existed. That is not a recruiter filling a vacancy. That is a market of one, and a board will pay almost anything for that kind of certainty. The gap between being known and being unknown is not small. It is the difference between chasing a fee and naming one. Unknown, you chase the brief, you pitch against 4 others, you take 20%, and you only get paid if it lands. Known, you are invited in, you are mandated, you take 35% and up, and you are paid before you start. Same hours, same skill, 5 times the reward. The only thing that changed is whether the market knew your name. So stop trying to be a better recruiter than the firm next door. Begin being the only one who does what you do. Become a market of one. Here is the whole thing on one screen. First, you mandate the retainer. You get paid before the work every time. Then you monopolize the niche. You become the only name in a space small enough to own. Then you scale the asset. You build a firm that runs without you. Mandate the retainer, monopolize the niche, scale the asset. That is the market of one method, and it is the architecture every firm that broke through is quietly running on. If you are a search firm founder who is tired of pitching contingent, tired of being treated like just another recruiter, one they think is only in it for the fee, and you want to be the one they respect, the natural choice, the only name they call, then this is for you. Go to apexconsultinggroup.co. We'll show you exactly how it is built, the room you get into, and how the first 8 weeks work. Put your hand up, and I will see you in the next one.